Let's continue. What throw the come to the king? What thought means what the idea? A thought came to the king was that he never fail if he knew three questions. Means king feel that if he know the answer of these three questions, he never fail to kingdom to others. Like telling this answer. Next, second question. Write the three questions for which the king wanted to have answer. Means which are the three questions? The three questions of the king are: what is the right time to begin something? Means what the right time to begin something for a king? It is the first question for doubt for a king. And second question is, how should a king listen to who? Means the king, who should he listen? It is the second question. And third question is, what is most important thing for king to do? Means what is the most important thing for a king want to do in his kingdom? The next question is, was the king satisfied with the answer? If yes, why? If no, why? No, the king did not satisfy because the king could not satisfy with any answer. The answers are one like or one not. It all wholly different. Someone telling that, someone telling this, someone telling there, someone he come to the conclusion. Next question. How did the king decide to seek advice from? The king decided to seek advice from the hermit. Means the king decided to take advice from the hermit. Means he not satisfy the question answers from the people, so he take a best idea to talk about the hermit. So next question is, how did the king treat the wonder person? The king or the hermit remove the man's clothing. Means the king and the hermit removed the man's clothing. Means the bearded man was wearing a t-shirt or shirt or any cloth. They both are removed the clothing and found a large wound. They found a large wound means like a big injury in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. The king was saw the bleeding was and he washed it and he covered it the wound covered by kerchief. But the blood could not stop. Means when the king washed and it means like a dressing. When he dressed the wound, the blood was not stopped flowing. The king redressed the wound until last the bleeding stop. He washed again and apply the handkerchief and washed again and apply the handkerchief and washed again and apply the handkerchief. This process is so many times done by the king because until until the last bleeding was stopped. Why did the bearded man swear revenge on the king? Why did the bearded man swear? Means he want to take revenge from him because the king had put the bearded man's brother to death. It is a point because the king had put bearded man's brother to death and he seized his property. Therefore, he swore revenge on the king because he put his brother to death and seized his property. So, he want to take revenge on him. How did wounded the man and why? The background wounded the bearded man because he tried to attack on him. The king's bodyguard. No, the king's bodyguard had an idea. He was an a who. The king was put on kill on his brother. He was a dead man, so he attacked him. He tried to attack on him and he attacked. The wound is done by the king's bodyguard. The next question is, why did the may say that we could serve the king as his most faithful servant? If the king had put dressed his old, he could not have died. He was saved by the king. So he said that he could serve the king as his most faithful servant. He told that without there was a king, he can't live on the spot because he dressed his own, and he was now because the king has saved by the he was saved by the king. So he became a faithful servant for the king. This is about today's channel. So subscribe our channel and give us support like this only. We are coming with next questions, next more important questions in the three questions lesson. Keep it up. Bye bye.